break. Let's move you now straight to the next story, and that happens in KZN. We take you now to KZN to get the latest on the uMkhonto WeSizwe Party rally preparations at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Jade Paulse, our reporter, joins us now on the ground for the latest. So, Jade, the MK Party turns 1. What's the update on the rally and safety measures in place, especially with the stadium's proximity to the beach and the influx of long weekend tourists?
Well, a very good morning to Ayanda. And yes, 24 hours before the uMkhonto WeSizwe members start filling up the stadium at Moses Mabhida. Well, I can tell you that there are still maintenance on the way. We're going to be speaking to disaster management with regards to if they have any concerns. It is also the long weekend, Ayanda, so you can imagine that a lot of people have flocked into KwaZulu-Natal, but law enforcement on the ground and Metro Police are saying that they've got all hands on deck, and additional deployment has been deployed to make sure that everything goes smoothly, not only for the long weekend and for the visitors in KZN, but also for the first year celebrations of the uMkhonto WeSizwe Party. To speak to us more, I am joined by police spokesperson in the province, Jay Naika, as well as Superintendent Boyce Zungu from the Metro Police. I think I'll start with you first, Jay. Just talk to us about the deployment from law enforcement, making sure that everything goes off well tomorrow. Talk to us about how many police have been deployed from, I suppose, as of this week.
Yeah. So yes, as you rightly said, Jay, tomorrow it's going to be a hive of activities here at the stadium, with people coming into the stadium, but also with security forces. You're going to see a very high level deployment tomorrow. We don't leave anything to chance. We were working with a lot of security agencies just now, SABC. We joined by Metro Police, RTI, your disaster, fire department. Everyone's on board. Planning for this event started weeks ago. Security forces, together with the organizers and the stadium management, have been locked in meetings for weeks now. And with all other major events in the province, we are proactive. So we start our meetings very early so that we don't leave anything to chance. As I indicated, tomorrow there will be a lot of police officers and security forces in and around the stadium, just to prevent criminality and also ensure that people attending are not left vulnerable. They are safe. There will be a lot of police activities, but we are appealing to people to come early because gates open at 7 o'clock. So don't leave it to the last minute to rush into the stadium. Come early. We're saying the same thing to people that are coming with their cars, motorists that will be coming in here. There is designated parking areas, but come early to avoid congestion. Make sure that when you park your cars, that your doors and windows are closed, your vehicle is locked. You don't give your keys to car guards to look after your vehicles, and don't leave any valuables lying around in your vehicles. We will be searching people entering the stadium for prohibited items, so any sharp instruments like knives, spears will not be allowed. No firearms, no bottles, no alcohol, no cooler boxes, no braai stands, no gas bottles. All of that will be confiscated, so we are asking people not to bring those items to the stadium.
Very much. I just want to also bring into conversation Superintendent Boyce Zungu from Metro Police. We do know that it's going to be quite a hive of activity here in the Durban CBD. Talk to us about any road closures for those that are watching back at home.
Thank you. Our traffic management is ready. We've got a deployment in all intersections around the stadium. Only 2 roads that will be closed, which is Masabalala will be closed from Simisokwanyana to Sandile Tusi and Water Gilbert on the east side. The drop-off zone will be at Umgeni Road. All the vehicles and buses that are coming to stadium will be parked at a swimming pool, Mansfield, as well as People's Park East. We have made an arrangement with local buses that they will drop and go and use their depots and bus rank that are within the Durban, in order to allow those buses who are coming from far off of KZN to utilize that parking. We have also deployed our members on freeways and highways to ensure that if anything happens, it gets attended. We also have prepared our members on all the routes within CBDs. In case of load shedding, they will come up and take the load shedding in and out going traffic.
Thank you very much. Mr. Zungu. We also know, Ayanda, that it's going to be very hot tomorrow. The South African Weather Services has issued a level 2 warning. So disaster management has also been in the foreground, saying that they're going to be deploying more people. And I just want to also bring in Nomvuyo Zulu. She's from the disaster management here in the Metro to speak to us about the weather tomorrow, very humid conditions. But also I see that the stadium is still under maintenance. Talk to us, is there any concerns with regards to all the uMkhonto WeSizwe members that will be here, support that will be here in a stadium that's still undergoing maintenance?
No, we don't have any concerns, as in the Disaster Management Center state of readiness indicates that all the CCTV around the city are up and running, and especially on the strategic areas around the stadium, along the beach and the entry points of the city, they are all up and running. As well as we've deployed the operators that will be based at the stadium as well as at the Disaster Management Center to ensure that they get all the activities that will be needed. Also, we had our VOC on site as SABC indicated, where we will deploy the capacity as well that will be monitoring at the stadium, as well as the Disaster Management has the joint operations center where it normally involves the high decision makers. That part will be on high alert. Our emergency control center is also up and running in case maybe we get the high volume of calls, and then we will do the dispatching. In terms of the weather alert, we will receive a level 2 alert from source where it indicates that it will be hot and humidity, where people will need to drink more water, as well as in the afternoon it indicates that there will be wind that can make the waves at the sea to be high. The city has also deployed the lifeguards to assist people. In terms of the stadium that is on maintenance, the event organizers together with the SABC and the VOC members, they've highlighted on that. There will be deployment of marshals that will be guiding people at the stadium, as well as the city has its high decision makers that will be ensuring that people are safe at the stadium. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nomvuyo Zulu from Disaster Management in the Metro talking to us about the conditions tomorrow. It's going to be very hot for those that are watching back at home. So also an appeal to bring more water, but Disaster Management will also be on the ground providing water for members that are going to be here supporting uMkhonto WeSizwe. Also heard from the police there, Jay Naika speaking about additional law enforcement, Metro Police, also Ayanda saying that 700 members will be deployed to make sure that the long weekend is also, the roads are looked at, the stadium, the periphery of the stadium, Moses Mabhida, those that are coming into the first year celebrations of uMkhonto WeSizwe, everything goes smoothly. So it seems like everything has really come together, and now 24 hours left before the celebrations begin here in Durban. Ayanda.
Well, Jade, thank you very much for that. And you've been chatting to Mxolisi all along, understandably so, because you're used to chatting to Ayanda around this time. That's our very own Jade Paulse out there giving us an update on preparations for the MK Party first anniversary happening tomorrow. And of course, you can catch all of this right here on the SABC News channel.